has its laws. Hell, affecting the
So lame.
falls. But hold your applause. Squirm. For now down here come the claws.
How embarrassing for Raphael.
Oh,
Wow.
The most powerful, maybe? I don't know.
He was the hardest
allegedly.
thing we've fought so far.
Big Bad Demon Man. That was, some song from Baldur's Gate 3 during the boss fight where you fight Raphael, the big demon.
That's
And it's so cringe! I love it!
He is now formally known as Raphael Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, it's
because
Raphael
he's
Manuel
writing his own
Miranda.
little raps, his own little musical raps.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, what a badass.
What a special boy.
Not only does he fuck himself, he writes his own raps. What a cool guy.
That being said,
badass.
if you couldn't tell from that, we've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3. That's all we've been doing for the past month or so.
Consumed our lives.
Got like 85 hours on it right now. On our playthrough. I've got, a couple other playthroughs I've been doing. But it's been fun. It's been a good time. It's a great couples game to play.
Yeah. It's great because I can just max out my persuasion and deception and talk to everybody, and then Victor worries about not having us die.
Yeah, and respecing our characters over and over again.
Respects our characters 1,000 times.
Because I like doing the characters.
And I'm like, I don't care. Do I have a cool outfit? Okay. Can I lie to people? Okay.
Yeah. Anywho, we're back. It's been 2 or 3 months since our last Japan recording.
Starlog January 13th, 2024.
Which is partially why, we did the last ones probably November 2023, and I didn't put any of them out yet because I knew it would take us forever to finish it.
Because my roots have grown in.
But alas,
check it out, boys.
yeah, you got a whole different hairstyle, right? Did you have the pink hair in the other one?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It just
It was-
it
yeah,
was
so it's
fresh.
been a while.
Now, look at that growth. Look at that growth. It's unprecedented.
It's unprecedented growth.
Ain't no one growing their hair like me.
It's like the Chinese economy.
Exactly. Xi Jinping would be proud.
Well, now it's plateauing, I guess, but you know what? Don't believe the propaganda.
Yeah, don't believe on doors.
So what are we doing? We beat the grass gym, I think.
Oh, fuck if I know.
Yeah, we did. We did beat the grass gym.
I think we should
Oh
respect
God, what the
our
hell
team.
am I doing? Yeah.
And it should be just all flamingo.
All Flamingo.
Yeah, all flamingo run.
All Flamingo run.
Yes.
That would probably be the optimal.
Flamingo pink out.
I'm trying to see where's my damn character profile so I can see how many badges we have. Because I want to make sure that we did the gym.
Hell has its wars.
Does it not do that anymore? Where the fuck is the hell has its wars?
God, Raphael, you fucking loser.
Oh wait, it's this button, right? There we go. Oh, Pokemon
The
menus.
only person more lame than Raphael is Gale.
Yes, Gale is literally the worst.
The worst.
Kill him on
If you
every
like
run.
Gale,
Okay, yes, we did get the badge.
You can click off this video right now.
This fucking twink loser we're playing as. God.
I mean, who styled them?
What did I do? What was I thinking?
What was he thinking?
Just zoning out and playing the game.
As one should. I think
Okay.
That's sort of the point.
You're right.
Yeah.
So
before we encapsulated our lives in Baldur's Gate, we were talking about Japan.
Yeah! This is the Japan stream still, where we keep talking about Japan.
But not really.
Yeah. And I messed with the audio levels. Anywho.
Are we alright?
Where were we? We were in Nagoya.
We were in Nagoya.
Continuing our Japan saga.
We had just had the breakfast set at this little coffee place.
Yeah, we're allowed to banter at the top of the show, okay?
Are we?
Everyone else's show has banter. You know how long it takes the H3 podcast to get to content? Off of fucking Teddy Fresh ads and top of the show banter, man.
There's
It takes like
really
45 minutes. It's
only
crazy.
one difference between this show and the H3 podcast.
That we are better?
Well, it's that we don't make money off of this.
Oh, yes, that's true, yeah. And we only post every year.
Yeah, well, that makes us like H-Bomber Guy, which makes us cool.
That is true.
That's the new way to do YouTube, baby.
That's great.
Post
so
once a year.
We're the H-Bomber guys in the ContraPoints of podcasts.
Yeah.
Which basically makes us the best.
Yeah.
And gay.
Well, that was a given.
Better, but gay, and for free.
It's like, yeah, but better and gay and for free.
Better and gay and for free, the Vic and Hope podcasting experience. You heard it here, folks. Does comedy really exist anymore?
I don't know. Have you guys seen my Caprese Boy, man?
Caprese Boy.
Caprese Boy.
Caprese.
It's a deep cut for those that are in the know.
Yeah.
If you like good animation, you'll understand.
Try to mentally visualize the person that's sitting around watching podcasts and just cracking up laughing. I mean, sometimes we do with the H3 podcast, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes it is actually funny.
Right.
They identify as a comedy podcast, but a lot of the times it's not, you know? Or it's
a
just
lot
like...
of things that self-identify as comedy are not in fact comedy.
I was thinking about that with Ethan's latest controversy that no one will care about by the time this comes out. But, you know, the guy was calling him out in his big video or whatever, and then Ethan's like...
I have lupus!
It's almost like this is a comedy podcast. And then I'm like, well, I guess in the modern day and age, it's easy... Like, if you're, like, a little autistic, to not even realize that something is comedy at all anymore. Because, like, comedy is so on that thin line between, like...
And comedy is such a catch-all for anything that isn't, like, serious or educational.
Yeah.
And that way you can just write it off as, like, oh, well, I said something wrong, it's comedy.
Yeah.
It's fine. Not saying it's a bad thing or a good thing. It just kind of is what everything falls into that isn't, like, analysis... or educational.
Yeah. It's hard to find that line with people now, you know, because everyone's joking and everyone's serious.
Yeah.
And
We
then,
live in ironic
like the
times.
H3 podcast to me is very obviously a comedy podcast, you know. I think most of the time they're goofing and gaffing, but then you have, like, someone like Hassan or something where it's like, no one knows when he's joking because he's not a comedian and he's not funny, but he does joke a lot of the time,
I would
you know.
say if you've watched him enough,
Yeah,
it's
if you
pretty
watch him
easy
enough,
to
but it's-
determine when he's joking.
It's easy if you don't watch it to not even know that he was joking at all, you know. You couldn't put it past
you
you.
could
I
say
don't
that
know.
about a lot of things.
I'm
How dare
rambling. I
this
was thinking
fucking
about this.
Young goose
About,
approach
like,
us.
To modern people, do they even perceive the comedy in anything anymore? Because everything kind of has the same
that's
tone.
The thing is, like, I think to the younger generation, everything is comedy.
Yeah,
because
that
we've
too.
really breached the critical point of, like, what comedy is.
Yeah.
To the point where everything is so absurdist that everything is comedy.
And both everything is comedy, but also takes, and everyone's take is serious, but also a joke.
Yeah. Well, it's the ultimate
and
irony
everyone
of,
is
like,
interesting, and no one is interesting.
everything is a take, but everything is a joke, and everything is ironic, but everything is unironic and cringe.
Yeah. I was thinking about that as the kind of death of my will to create content was like, I don't care about my takes anymore, you know? There's a certain time where you're young and you're fresh and you're 20 years old and all that matters are your takes, you know?
My takes!
You feel like
gotta
your
have the
takes are
best
significant
takes.
and you gotta have the best takes and you're putting your takes out there and you feel like no one's thought of this, you know? No one is, I haven't heard anyone say this
Surely
thing that's on my mind.
I'm the first.
And now we're at that point where it's just like, I've been around long enough. I've heard all of your fucking takes, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear my takes either. Like, there's
wanna hear
no
me
fresh
talk
takes.
either.
Like, it's so hard to find a fresh take now that isn't a shit take. Like, you can find a fresh take that's awful, you know, but, like, you just get to a certain point where you're like, fuck, I've heard everything. And I've said everything. So, like, what else is there, you know? That's why we can't do a consistent Vic and Hope podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about what I have to say, you know? Why would anyone else care about what I have to say? How much rambling do I need to do in the world?
Yeah.
These are just some thoughts.
Yeah. Just a couple Twitch thoughts. Oh.
Some Twitch thoughts, yeah. Shit, I already have a
Yeah.
fire guy, but I just got another fire guy. I can't get rid of Wiglet, right?
Wiglet. Oh, he wiggling. Sorry, I can't see the
I got my
Pokemon.
Shark
from
Day.
this,
Oh.
The laptop's in
Do
my
you
way,
need me
so
to
I had
move the laptop?
No, it's fine. I just want to see Wiglet, which is why I leaned out of
Yeah,
frame.
Wiglet and Scyther.
See Wiglet.
Scyther's cool. I can't get rid of Crocolore or Bellybolt. Well, I guess Bellybolt's done evolving, so he's kind of boring now. We'll get rid of Bellybolt.
Done with you.
I want my Charcadet.
He has nothing else to offer.
Even though Charcadet's a bitch to evolve, I guess. You
Yeah?
have to do, like, special stuff that I can't remember how to do.
Oh.
Maybe I
Boy.
vaguely remember how to do it. We'll be fine. I didn't even think I could get Charcadet in this edition of the game. I thought in this one all I could get was the Cerule Edge. Oh, no, he turns into Cerule Edge. He turns into both. That's right. Yeah. Got it. Got it. Right.
Pokemon.
Oh. But I think that's, that goes back to why a lot of people just stop content creating as they get older, because it's just like, what else is there to say,
Yeah. That's why
You
Matt
need
had
younger
quit,
people
right?
with fresh minds to come in and say their bullshit. And then it's for younger people too, YouTube is a place for 20-year-olds to talk to 18-year-olds and tell
Right,
them their
well-
hot take they came up with. And Axu, that'll take
And
forever to
that's
evolve.
kind of the natural order of things, which
Yeah.
which we're not accustomed to because it's been disrupted in like our workplace at least, because the boomers have been in the workforce so long that like we haven't had an exit of the old guard for like to continuously refresh and let the young people come in.
Yeah.
So when you see that in YouTube and you get all sad that someone who's like 30 or 35 is leaving content creation, you forget like, oh yeah, that's how it's supposed to be,
Yeah.
You're supposed to step back and let younger people come in and take over and continue to innovate in whatever field you're in. That's the point. You pass your
Yeah.
knowledge down and then it gets better. You don't hold on to it forever.
And it's
like
like
a fucking dog with a bone.
People should understand this because it happens with every TV show ever, where it's like, okay, the original creators eventually leave after like 10 years and then it becomes a hollow husk of what it used to be because those people are done saying what they had to say,
I think
They're ready to move on.
People, older people are afraid that they'll become, like no one wants to hear what they have to say and like they won't be able to like speak their mind or whatever, but that's kind of the wrong way to look at it because like you should look forward to seeing what other people can create from the framework that you put into place. It's an exciting opportunity to see new ideas. You already know all the ideas in your own head. It should be you looking forward to other people's ideas and saying, oh wow, that's really interesting. I never would have thought to do that myself, but because we set forth this path, they found this thing.
Yeah. Like, it's so much
I'm
more
just talking
fun
about
to
humanity.
hear.
This is just how humanity's supposed to work, but we don't do that anymore.
Yeah. I mean, we get nice stuff now where it's like young Zoomers doing all these videos about old JRPGs and shit. It's like, oh, people will care about this now when no one really cared about it when it actually came out when I was a kid, and and then it disappeared for forever. Like, the guy did a Shadow Hearts Covenant video, and I'm like, this is what I would have always wanted Beatrice to do back in the day that she never did because it wasn't the right time,
Yeah.
Like, now it is the time for 2-hour-long Shadow Hearts Covenant video essays, like.
Now is the time for 2-hour-long Shadow Hearts Covenant essays. Yes,
Because there's enough of an audience that just goes, I don't know any of these JRPGs.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, and it's the same
or
way
enough
that
nostalgia for it.
a lot of the younger content creators and commentators are now making videos about stuff that, like, we were joking about when we were in high school, like fucking mountain monsters and dumb fucking travel TV shows about ghost hunting and shit like that, or storage wars.
Recycling
They're
disabled
finding
shit.
storage wars, dude. We were making memes about storage wars in high school.
Yeah.
So it is funny to see these people come across storage wars and then make videos about it, and I'm like, damn, y'all still out here watching fucking storage wars. Jesus.
Yeah. Discovery Plus must be a gold mine for all these fucking people.
Oh, absolutely. Got fucking endless dumbass reality content.
Endless dumbass reality content. And it never stops and it never will.
It never stops and it never will.
Anywho, Japan!
Whoa!
We gotta get warmed up. We had to get the brain juices flowing and get into the podcast
Gotta get
state.
the
podcast
worms
state.
wriggling in the brain.
Yeah, this is our podcast in the sea of I mean, I guess this is technically a Let's Play. It's not really a Let's Play. It's a podcast with game on screen. It's like a Vosh debate,
It's a Subway Surfers
4-hour
long.
You know what?
TikTok.
That's exactly. We've been doing it before it was popular. We've been doing
just
Subway
your
Surfer
Subway
podcasts
Surfer
for way before it was a thing. Now I'm impressed and amazed. That's exactly what this is. It's literally Victor can't record himself talking if he doesn't have Subway Surfer in the background.
We could get some sand and we could cut it with knives.
I guess it literally is the most ADHD possible thing. Is I can't sit and think and have a conversation without my hands constantly moving. Mm-hmm. I can't remember what I'm doing. I was looking for the map. I'm trying to relearn all the buttons. Haven't played the Switch in a little bit. Okay, yes, this is forward progress. That's all I wanted to know.
Oh, we did see Godzilla -1 though. It's very
good.
Yeah,
that was sick.
Go see it.
Good movie.
If you have the opportunity to. I know we're like 4 weeks late.
Yeah.
But we actually
people are slow
we did
sometimes.
have an experience going to see that though, didn't we?
Oh yeah, because we
had to
went to
go
the
see
shitty
it
theater.
twice.
Yeah, it's not that interesting. Just
Well,
that our theater sucks shit.
It's a testament to the way that movie theaters
Oh, yeah,
are
'cause
really falling the fuck off.
We were sitting there and we're in the theater and we're trying to watch the movie, and the Beyonce live experience movie is going on in the theater behind
in the
it.
RPX theater right behind ours.
So we're in the little Bobo's theater, and Beyonce took over the one with the ridiculous sound quality that's just absolutely fucking blasting,
ass, dude.
just ruining the experience
Having, like,
thoroughly for
quiet
everyone.
human drama during the Godzilla movie, and then just Beyonce's bass
And all you hear is,
blasting through the walls. It's like, oh yeah, I'm really digging the plight of the human condition, while Beyonce is assailing me with her fucking bass speakers from the RPX theater across the way. Lovely. Yeah. So theaters kind of suck ass, but what can you do?
yeah.
There's not a lot you can do if you want to see
It's
a
the
movie
worst.
before it goes to video on demand, or if you want to see a movie on a big screen.
And I want to see the movie on a big screen.
Yeah.
That's what movies are made for. Movie is movie made
that
for
was the
screen.
idea,
Big.
Seeing Godzilla on the big
Big
screen.
lizard need big screen, or he feels like small lizard.
Yeah.
And I need that big old
I want
sound.
that big boy.
I don't need a Dolby Atmos surround sound in my fucking house, you know, because I'm watching shit ass YouTube content all day. And
We're
it's gonna
just
sound
watching
fucking
horrible anime
disturbing.
dubs.
Yeah, we're just watching awful anime dubs. I don't need fucking all that sound quality in my house.
I mean, but you know, as is obvious, what made the new Godzilla movie really pushed it over the top, right? We know what that was.
What?
There was an element in the new Godzilla movie that really pushed it into the primo territory.
Was it Godzilla?
I mean, he was cool too. It was the Oyaji Moe.
Oh, Yaji Moe.
Yeah,
Oh, the one
little
guy,
scientist
right?
guy.
The little scientist guy.
That was for me.
That was your favorite character? Was
That was for me.
the cute little scientist man, the
And his
Oyaji
little
Moe?
hair, he has the curly hair and his glasses. He's so cute.
Jesus Christ.
He's great. He's a little
Women.
eccentric guy.
Women.
That one's for
He's
the
a goofy little guy.
girls.
The best character. I mean, the main character is definitely not for the girls.
No.
he was a little fucked up, very masculine archetype.
I mean, you know, he had some trauma to work through,
Yeah.
and they didn't exactly have better help back then. Right after
Yeah,
World
they
War
didn't
II.
have BetterHelp.com.
So he had to work through it the old-fashioned way
Yeah,
by thinking your wife died.
BetterHelp.net.
Is that what it is now?
I just meant that's all he had was better. He didn't have BetterHelp.com. He had BetterHelp.net. Like, so it's like the Bobo version of BetterHelp.com. You know, he didn't have the primo mental health services. That was comedy. Did you guys know it was a joke? I hate the way this light is shaping my head and hair. Is
No
what it
one's-
is. I'm just
no one's
old.
even looking
I'm just getting old. I look terrible.
What? Why do you say this?
I don't know. I feel like I look at me and there looks like my high school theater teacher. It's awful. The shape of my head. It's my forehead's so big that it's like, why do I even have hair? I might as well just be bald. It's so the hairline is just awful. Even though it's not receding. It's
First
just.
of all, this camera sucks ass.
I know.
Second of all, it's shooting up.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
it's the lighting
exaggerating
because
the
it's
peak
it's
of the
it's shadow on my
hairline.
face and then it's highlight on the side of the head, so it makes his head look really slim in a weird way. And then I just feel like I just see like my beard and then just like a bald head with like some fucking hair taped to it, just like the worst toupee of all time,
No.
glued on top.
No.
This is how I perceive myself.
No.
I'm glad you love me. Yay! I got a kiss. See, guys, you just be self-deprecating. Anywho, Japan.
Hey.
So what are we looking at this picture of?
This
Is that a Pokemon?
It's a Pokemon.
It looks like the little guy, the Gimme Ghoul.
You think it looks like Gimme Ghoul? I guess
Yeah.
it kind of does.
It does from a distance.
It's supposed to be a water strider, I think, but
Yeah, he's a
it does
water
kind of
strider,
look
like from
a
Mario.
Gimme Ghoul. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the little buggy guys.
Yeah, they made it after Mario.
Yeah, they installed those after Mario.
Yeah. I mean,
The
Japan knows
movie.
what's up. They know people love Mario.
Exactly.
And
were
they're
trying
like,
to
oh, everyone
increase
remembers the Water Striders from
tourism.
Mario 64.
Of course.
That's what's going to be our mascot.
That's the mascot for our town. Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Nagoya.
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 I hardly know her.
Oh. Whoa, this is a interesting character design.
Just a spray paint.
Why are her pupils like that?
I don't know.
I got distracted. Anyway.
Okay.
Nagoya.
I hardly know her.
Yeah. Okay. So we had our breakfast and we were leaving.
Oh yeah, we're leaving
We
Nagoya.
were leaving Nagoya.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the Hello Kitty train.
The
'Cause we were
Hello
going-
Kitty train.
Mm.
Going down the tracks to Shibuya Station.
Not even going to Shibuya.
I know. It could be.
We're-
You don't know that it's not. It could end up there.
I mean, I guess maybe, but we weren't taking the Hello Kitty train.
Yeah.
We were going to
We're going on the pain train.
the pain train.
Yeah.
Well, we did end up doing that too.
Okay.
We were going today we were going to Kinosaki Onsen, which is on the western part
it's
of Japan.
forever away.
Well, forever is
quite
a
the journey.
relative term because in America 4 hours is like really not a big deal.
Mhm.
But in Japan it is considerably more.
It's about a 4-hour train ride from Nagoya, which is why we stopped in Nagoya so that we wouldn't be going all the way from Tokyo, which would have added even more time. Or actually,
Right.
at that point, we were coming out of Hakone, so we would have gone all the way from Hakone to Kinosaki, which would have taken like 7 hours. So we stopped at Nagoya on the way.
Right.
But yeah, so this day was mostly, I think, transit to Kinosaki.
Yeah. So
Because we kept fucking up the transit.
Yeah. We essentially thought we could just hop on this train and go when that was not in fact the case. And then we struggled to find where we were supposed to go to buy the ticket for the train. And then
Yeah.
once we found that, it turns out the next train wasn't for like a couple hours. So we ended up going and getting some revolving sushi for lunch.
Oh yeah, because that was in like that underground Nagoya complex.
Yeah, the underground food court mall thing.
Yeah, Nagoya had a very complex underground city system, just like Osaka does, where it's
Yeah.
like there's just like an infinite mall connected to the subway underground with lots of places to eat and stuff.
Infinite Mall works.
Yeah, this fucking labyrinth.
But at this place, Nate and Michelle tried the fish semen sushi.
The fish semen sushi.
I don't think I could do it.
Hilarious. Seaman.
Seaman.
I mean, they're almost fish.
Yeah,
They're the start
I mean,
of a fish.
I don't mind eating the baby fish,
Whee!
but like, I don't know.
Big
He
crab.
He large.
It's the biggin.
Yeah, he is the biggin. What's he doing?
He's hanging out.
He's just chilling. He is big.
He's running away.
Oh, coward! Come back.
Gotta take him out.
Aw. And then after much ado, we finally got to Kinosaki. So the reason we chose this place is just really because it's got a bunch of hot springs, and also it allows you to have tattoos and to
Yeah.
still use the hot springs, which is obviously, it's going to be tough for me to go into most hot springs because I can't just put a Band-Aid on my tattoos and call it a day. Victor could, but
Yeah.
I cannot. So this was the ideal solution for our ales, which is really just me.
Yeah, Japan's still weird about tattoos for some reason.
Yeah.
Seems like they're less weird now, but
They
they're
are
still
less weird.
Yeah.
It certainly seems to be getting better. Put it that way.
It feels like a rule that is spoken but not enforced.
Yeah, because
know?
you technically weren't supposed to have visible tattoos to see the Gundam, but there were totally like foreigners with tattoos out
Yeah,
at the Gundam.
because like
and no
most
one said
people
you
just
can't
aren't
go.
reading the rules. Damn!
Oh my god.
Knock the fuck out!
Jesus, Flamigo.
Oh yeah, I gotta fight him a couple times, I think. But
Flamigo
is
curb
the
stomped
goat.
the poor guy.
Flamigo is the only Pokemon I need.
Really, I'm telling you, a team of Flamigos.
Goated ass Flamigo.
But yeah, so we got a nice little ryokan room at Kinosaki. It was very nice. They of course give you the hot towels when you get there. We had a nice little view of the river that was across the way.
Oh yeah, we met Paolo.
No, this isn't where Paolo was.
What?
This is not where Paolo was. This was the fancy one.
Where was? Oh, that was Hakone. We're way past that.
we're
Yeah,
way
with
past
Paolo
Paolo.
Jr.
We
God.
already talked about Paolo
Okay.
and Paolo Jr.
Yeah, we're in Kinosaki now.
Yeah, it's
This was
Kinosaki.
This was our super fancy room.
This was the
yeah.
big fancy room.
That's why we only had it for one night because it was
Yes.
big and fancy.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was nice. It was bougie.
It was really nice.
We had the private bath in the hotel.
Yeah.
It was that full-fledged bougie experience.
Yeah. We had the big multi-course dinner.
It's probably coming up in the list.
Yeah.
What are these cats? Is that us?
Yeah, I think I took a picture because I was like, that us.
Ah, yes, that us.
But I think we must have just been wandering around the town looking at the various things. Okay, so this was the dinner, which was super fancy. There's all sorts of different things hidden in like the little bamboo trays and whatnot. But there was like shabu shabu.
It's like 12 courses
and
or something,
sushi
right?
and all sorts of shit. It
With
was
12
really
courses
good.
just means 12 different things that you're sampling, but
Yeah.
they all add up
It's
to
still
be
a lot of
full meal.
food though.
Yeah,
Like
it is a
you're
lot of
still
food.
really full by the time
It was
it's
yummy.
done.
It was
It
pretty
very
good.
good. Yeah. Oh, and they give you the kimono and the little jacket.
Yeah.
So you're totally weaved out. It's great.
Yeah.
They
weird
are
shit.
really comfy.
Yeah, they're fun.
It's fun to do for sure.
And you put your stuff in the sleeves.
Yeah.
So I got like my wallet
yeah,
and all my money in the sleeves, which feels super fun because you get to reach in your sleeve like a
little samurai.
Yeah, like a little samurai. Get your little your wallet out of there.
Yeah.
Your phone. That was fun.
Eating that dinner. Yummy. Little soups, little snacks. This was the dessert, which was like a super tasty orange and a little pastry.
Ooh.
It was good.
Dude, all the food in Japan is ridiculous. Oh yeah, that goofy ass massage chair.
This looked like the most uncomfortable massage chair I've ever seen in my life.
It was nice when you were in it, you know. It looked like a torture
it was
device, but like it was good. It was real good.
It looked like it would hurt your back, honestly.
It probably would hurt. I got a big tough back, so it's good for me. It would probably hurt you.
Tough back, yeah.
It takes a lot of force to work my muscles out.
Yeah.
It was real nice.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it was kind of sprinkling that night, so we did go out on the town to hit all of the onsen.
Yeah, we didn't take pictures in the onsen because we were
No.
freaks, but
Obviously not. That would
it
be
was nice.
a
It
little
was super
weird.
cool going there in the rain at night. It was very like
very atmospheric.
it gives you that Japanese atmosphere vibe that you just don't really get in a lot of like it's what you want out of Kyoto, but you don't really
You
get
don't
that
really
in
get
Kyoto.
it because there's too many tourists.
The whole little spirited away vibe, and it's like the whole conceit of this town is that there's like 7 onsens that you're supposed to visit.
So there's 7 onsens, and each one has like a different power, I guess.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a gimmick, you know.
Health, fertility, riches. One's supposed to grant a wish. How that one's so much more OP than all the other ones, I really don't know.
It's like clearly a tourist constructed conceit, but it didn't really feel like a touristy trap area, you know, because it's so off the beaten path that it's like there's a lot of European tourists and stuff, but like
But there were a lot
clearly
of
people
like,
that
natives as well.
Yeah, like there were a lot of natives, a lot of people that know kind of what's going on, and it's not as obnoxious of an experience as what you'd get in Kyoto or something.
Yeah. But we were charged with a quest because when we signed in to our ryokan, the gentleman behind the front desk was like, if you visit 5 of the 7 onsen, I'll give you a special prize. And he gives you a little map that has all the onsen on it, and you got to get a stamp at each one. So immediately, Nate had a quest.
Yeah.
And he was determined to fulfill his quest to get
Go
the
to
special
every
prize.
onsen.
So we went to like 1 or 2 of the first onsen, and by that point, like me, Michelle, and Vic were like cooked. We were cooked. We were too warm.
It's brutal. I mean,
It
it's
was
like you can only
done.
spend so much time in a hot bath, and then
Yeah.
like it became very clear after the first few that like none of them are that impressive of a bath. You know, it's
Yeah.
just kind of like they all have a different little theme, but like you're going in there and you're in there with a bunch of naked men. You know, and that's how it is.
I mean, the true tedium for me is just like the process of you take the yukata off, and then you go to the onsen,
it's
and then you gotta
tedious.
dry off, and you have the smallest towel in the world to
Yes.
dry off with, and then you gotta put the yukata back on, and it's just a whole fucking to do. And I was like, I gotta do this set 5 times.
And it like
And I'm
turning
hot?
it into a mission takes the relaxation out of the bath experience, you know. And it's like, well, the most relaxing bath of them all was the one in our fucking hotel.
Yeah,
And that's what we started with.
It was amazing.
It was great because
And it had a view
they're
of the
all
river.
kind of just like that, you know.
Yeah. And you
The
didn't have to
men's
do
did not
the
have a
whole
view
ritual.
of the river, but that sounds nice. Well, the one in the room did.
Yeah, the one in the room had a view
in
of
our
the
room,
river.
but I was talking about the one downstairs in the room. But yeah, the
Oh,
one
well,
in
that
our
was
room
nice
was
too.
obviously the most relaxing because it's in the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's just one of those things where it's like you've got this idealized vision of the Japanese bath from anime where it's always like this giant mystical bath with and that's what we got in Iceland, you know?
Yeah.
And those were really cool. We haven't experienced that yet in Japan. We tried this time, you know.
Yeah.
But
I think you're right. I think that's kind of what I was looking for, and it didn't.
Because I have a
was not
feeling
like that at all,
those
so
are
I was
probably
like-
the expensive, very strict experiences where you can't have tattoos.
Yeah,
you know,
I think I
and
don't
you
think
probably
I
got
would
to
be
go out of your
allowed.
way to find it. It's not just gonna be like whatever bath, like.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, you're just like, oh well, all of these baths are kind of the same. Like I don't need to see them all. And then Nate was just determined to get all the stamps.
Nate was determined to go to all of them, so we did go to all of them. Like I said, we only went in like 2 of them, and then we like I briefly went into the very last one, and I was like, yeah,
there were a couple
I'm good.
I walked into, like, because I knew Nate would stay too long if I didn't go in and try to corral us out of there. So I went in and I like put my feet in and I was like, I did it.
I touched it.
Get out of here. I
Woo!
don't feel like drying my body off again.
It is a little tedious, especially when it is like we had a time constraint because they closed at 11 and it was 9 o'clock, so we had to like kind of book,
Yeah.
you know?
Like
It
the
wasn't
first one,
relaxing.
I didn't have a towel because we thought there would be towels, and so I'm just like
American mistake.
standing there
Classic.
naked in this locker room trying to air dry myself, just like waiting to be dry.
So
It's like,
we
oh
all
god.
made the same mistake of not bringing a towel. But then when me and Michelle realized, we walked in before we got undressed, and we were like, there's no towels in here. Fuck. And so I immediately went up front and got us both towels, which of course costs money. But I was like, I need a towel. I'm not going to just go towelless and try to dry myself off manually. No. So we did get towels. I don't know how y'all did it, sans towel, but...
Well, we got
did
it one
y'all
after the
steal
first
one?
place. No, we got him after the first
Oh, you
one.
did buy one. Okay.
I did find like a little hand towel in one of I just dried my fucking nuts and pits with the hand towel.
nut
Gave myself a
towel.
quick pat down. The nut towel.
Oh my god. It was fun though.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, and we got to have some ice cream. That was nice.
It was worth going out there. It probably would have been even more worthwhile if you had like 2 days. Even though I don't know because there wasn't that much.
You
Well,
think
there was stuff around that takes a little further to get to that we didn't realize was there.
There
There
were,
was
like,
like
caves
caves
and
and
things.
museums and stuff that were like we would have had to take a bus or a taxi or something to get to those, and we just didn't even know that they were around because like the conceit is the onsen, so we were thinking, oh, there's gonna be other stuff to do there, you know. So that stuff could have been cool to
Yeah.
explore that little area. I think you could make a couple days out of it.
Definitely. I don't know what I was doing there.
What? I didn't see it. Oh, the floor. That's awesome. It was probably an accidental misfire.
I guess. There was a little shrine that we checked out.
Oh, look at all these growlets.
Growlithe.
And I got too many guys. I can't get the growlets. I want the Hisuian growlithe.
A little doggy. I think it's just, your dog can't shit there. Sorry.
Clean up your dog's shit, you fucking stupid bitch.
Ice cream.
Ooh.
I got hojicha ice cream.
Oh yeah, that's when we were
was
walking
real
around in
good.
our yukatas with our fucking samurai clogs and eating ice cream.
Yeah.
I got a big old parfait, of
You
course.
did get a big fuck off parfait.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck it, I'm getting a parfait. And everyone seemed interested, but then I'm the only one that got a goddamn parfait, of course.
I just wanted hojicha ice cream from the start. That was always
Yeah.
my goal.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Yeah, that was our night that night. We went back,
Yeah.
went to sleep. We had a big fancy breakfast the next morning, which was like a
Ooh,
multi-course
yeah.
breakfast.
That was pretty
Very good.
Yeah.
And then we had to go get coffee.
Yeah. Coffee.
Aw, look at Victor.
Yeah, I'm getting a coffee.
He drinking
It's
that
my
coffee.
fucked up toupee.
Stop!
Kidding. That was a good picture, at least. Good lighting.
we spent the day kind of wandering around, just checking things out, doing some souvenir shopping. It's really pretty. Like, it's a great place to just kind of chill, see some sights.
It was
found
dope.
a couple little temples. Got a couple little torii gates.
This is like when I first started taking actual pictures. It's just like nothing in Tokyo to me felt photogenic enough to like whip my camera out because like I didn't feel like taking pictures of people. And it's just like, well, I'll just take pictures of stuff with my phone. It wasn't until we got to Kinosaki that I started actually breaking out the big camera.
Yeah. Here's the dog's butthole.
Oh, yeah, he's got an articulate butthole there.
He has quite the articulate little butthole.
It's like prolapsing almost. Dog statue prolapse anus.
Yeah. And we were wandering around, like, heading towards the outskirts of town, because we were like, maybe we can walk to those caves. It was too far. But as we were on the outskirts of the town, we saw a bunch of monkeys
this is super cool.
in this little neighborhood, just, like, running around. Just
those
running
little
around.
spider monkeys and stuff.
And we kind of followed them around until we found this staircase that led up to a little shrine at the top of a hill in the middle of, like, a school that was under construction.
Yeah.
So, like, here's the pool covered in, like, algae and all sorts of nasty shit. And we took the stairs all the way up to this little temple at the top.
Yeah. And then, like, there was a mountain path that just kept going and going and going. And I was trying to go down it to see if it led anywhere, but everyone wanted to turn back. I wanted to
We
keep
could have
going,
been climbing up there for who knows
It
how
seemed
long.
like next to it, they were, like, paving out a side of the mountain where I think they're going to put something there.
Sure.
Like, eventually.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting to witness.
It was obviously some sort of construction path. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't meant for tourists or...
Well, the path we were on
people-
was a walking path for sure. The path off to the right that I could see where there were like bulldozers and stuff, they were like constructing something. I'm guessing there might be like a temple up there and they're trying to make a more efficient path to the temple so that they could add it to tourism stuff, you know?
Could be, who knows?
Which means it could have been the coolest fucking temple ever because people aren't supposed to be there.
You're investing a lot in this narrative that we don't know is entirely true.
Yeah, but I want to believe it's true. What the fuck is this thing?
Sun card?
How do I go through those hoops?
Can you?
I don't think I can.
Yeah, I don't think you
I don't
can.
think that's a thing.
I don't think you're supposed to. I think it's
I
just
do need to do.
look at.
I gotta find the gym leader guy and then do the stupid sunkern puzzle.
Ah,
Or you gotta chase the sunfloras.
I see.
Yeah.
But
And you get to see how incredibly low frame rate they are. And it's hilarious.
But Victor got to fly his drone here, so that was exciting.
Yeah, it's the only place in Japan I've got to fly my drone.
Yeah, most places are a no drone zone, but this was
Got
not.
some sick ass little drone footage that I looked at later and went, of how I tend to go. But it was fun.
Yeah, you got to fly the drone.
It looked like Jurassic Park up there, you know, it was cool. Yeah, I just like to see up real high on the drone and then not do anything with the footage.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to see real up high.
Just want to be real tall.
Yeah.
So we had to leave because we were heading to Osaka that day. But on the way back to the train, Nate went and picked up these daifuku for us.
Oh,
Holy
those are fucking
shit.
delicious.
They were so good. One had a whole kiwi inside, and the other a
so
whole
good.
clementine. And they
The
were
kiwi
both
was fucking ridiculous.
so good. So fucking good, dude. Unbelievable.
It's another one of those things where it's like, fuck, I didn't even know that this existed, and now it's my favorite thing. I want more.
So
Just had the one. God, I love
goddamn
Japan.
good. Oh my god.
I love Japan, period.
I love Japan, period.
No, I was supposed to talk to the person.
Oh, this was when we got to the Airbnb and we turned on the TV, and Japan was covering the Israeli attacks on Gaza.
God.
And this was the little infographic they were using, like,
God.
what
It
the
was so
fuck?
weird.
Don't do that's okay. The cute little bombs.
It's like, I'm on vacation. I don't want to think about
And
Gaza.
fucking Netanyahu in the corner going, okay. Like, what?
God.
What? I'm scared. Ooh.
Oh, so we're in Osaka now already.
Yeah, so we're in Osaka.
They
Don't
didn't have
mind
any
that.
coverage of getting there, but
All we did was take the train.
yeah, I know. I'm saying
Yeah,
there
we
was
just
just
take the
nothing in between, I guess. 'Cause
Yeah,
this
we
is
just took
dinner,
the
so
train.
yeah, the whole day was taking the train.
But this dinner, when we got, so our Airbnb in Osaka was in Koreatown. So it's like Korean markets and Korean restaurants and everything all around us. And we got there and we were really hungry. So we just tried to find a place that was close by. And we went to a little Korean restaurant that was just around the backside of our Airbnb. And we go in and, like, it's manned by, like, literally these two Korean ladies. And they don't speak any English. And obviously, we don't speak very much Japanese.
They're
We
also,
definitely
like,
don't speak Korean.
we went up to the place, and, like, one of the ladies was smoking outside in a chair.
Yes.
And, like, she looked like a customer. She looked like she'd been drinking.
She
and definitely
looked
been
like she had
smoking.
been
She's
drinking.
actively smoking. And then she's like, what the fuck? And then it's like, do you guys want to come in? Basically.
She was just like, you guys want to come in? Or... And she was
Yeah.
like, yeah, definitely drinking, definitely smoking. And so we're looking at the menu, and it's like there's no English on the menu at all. And so it's tough to kind of decipher what everything is because it's like kind of like still in Korean. And we don't know
Yeah.
what any of these Korean dishes are. Like,
Yeah, so,
I don't know. I don't have any knowledge
like,
of
some
that.
of the-
Beyond, like bibimbap and like
The
bulgogi.
easy way to translate things in Japanese when it's English is katakana.
Right.
But they also use katakana when they're translating Korean words. So you can read the word, and you're like, is this English? No, it's Korean.
What
So I
am I
have no
reading?
fucking clue what this is. So you can kind of make out, like, bean, bop, you know? But it's, like,
Bibimbap.
really difficult.
So we were so lost that the poor lady who was smoking outside eventually was just like, you should just get this. Just get these pancakes. Get these pancakes and get a bibimbap
Yeah,
and
we're
just
trying to
call
navigate
it.
through it. But, like, they had no English skills and limited Japanese.
Yeah.
And so Nate had to try to translate their Japanese with no English supplementing at all, you know?
Yeah.
Which is very tricky.
Which was tough.
They're like, no English at all.
Like, no.
Because, like, it was clear that they were legit Korean and did not speak great Japanese anyway.
No. Literally.
It was pretty interesting.
Quite the interesting double language barrier.
Yeah,
to,
so our meal
to
wasn't
navigate.
like what we wanted at all. It definitely would have been better if we could have ordered like meat because we ended up with just a veggie dish.
Yeah, like my bowl, this is what I had gotten, which was a bibimbap, but it didn't have any meat in it. It was really good.
Yeah.
It just didn't have any meat in it. But it was good.
But it was like definitely would have been a great place
Yeah.
if we could have navigated the
maybe
menu.
customized and gotten a little more specific about what we wanted. The pancakes were really good. This was really good. It was all really good food. It just wasn't very, it wasn't as filling as we might have liked it to be.
But it was an interesting and worthwhile experience for sure.
Yeah, it was
to
definitely
experience that
memorable,
strange language
which is
barrier
fun.
and stuff.
Oh, check out this little gang of cats that was just in an
Oh,
alleyway.
yeah,
Look
Osaka
at them all.
alleys.
It's such a variety pack too.
Oh man, it was super cool because like where we got off the train for the Koreatown neighborhood we were staying in Osaka, like you get off the train and then you're like in almost an underground shantytown network.
Yeah.
Where it's like
It's almost like Hole from Dorohedoro. It's kind of crazy.
it like
how
goes
much
under
it
the
looks
subways
like it.
and like everything's a garage door and like at night they're all closed and you're just like in a complex of like closed garage
Closed
doors.
garage doors.
And then the ceiling seems like it's like a shittily made like shantytown ceiling when it's not like underneath the train station stuff. And you go through like this little labyrinth that's like really really narrow, like 3 people could fit through side by side at most.
Maybe, yeah.
And then in the daytime it's completely full of like I'm guessing Korean and other sorts of
It appeared to be a lot of Korean people.
and maybe Chinese, but it's like all like
Because they all specialized in like Korean food and
specialty
Korean
foods.
wares.
Where like the big thing that I really wish I did try it was the fucking pig's feet.
Yeah,
They were
they
everywhere.
had
They
that
looked
sitting out
banging.
everywhere.
You know, it was like it's too weird for me to have tried it because like I just didn't have the appetite for it any of the times that we passed through. But
that's the thing is like, you know, we were eating so much stuff. It's hard
Yeah.
to like.
like I had never seen anything like that. The way they had the pig feet like barbecued, it looked
Yeah.
kind of delicious. It smelled great. You know,
Yeah.
and it was just so strange.
Yeah, definitely very distinct to that particular part of our trip. Didn't see that anywhere else.
Yeah. Lots of random stuff like there. Lots of like whole fish and like lots of live crabs wrapped up in the plastic and all kinds of kooky stuff going on in there.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, nice little market. And then like random gachapon and stuff.
Yeah,
like
they were all like Korean
like anywhere else.
things. Aw, this little kitten that we found. He was real cute. Take about 1,000 pictures of one little kitten.
How many of these fucking things do I gotta find? Net and Yoo-hoo?
Net and Yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
And then that night, after we had our K-pop dinner, we went to Dotonbori.
Oh yeah.
Here's the crab. Oh my god, Victor!
Dotonbori,
Do you see that?
Part 2. What?
You see that?
Oh god, that lens flare. Holy shit. Will you go close? I'm kind of like trapped. Or are you kind of trapped too? Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry for the solar flare, guys.
Yeah, it's pretty bright. There you go. I looked up and I was being blinded and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, we went back to Dotonbori. I kind of wanted to show Nate and Michelle because we'd already been there before. Yeah. There's only so much to do, and I thought they would be excited to see it, but they were kind of zonked.
They were
pretty very tired from the transit and us dragging them around. That's per usual. So they went home early, and then we walked around Dotonbori, and then we went to...
well, we did get takoyaki with them.
Yeah, we got the takoyaki, which, you know, it's whatever. It's takoyaki.
Yeah, takoyaki. Here it is. You know what takoyaki is. You've seen it. You know the deal.
There's just... For anyone going to Japan, there is nothing special about Dotonbori takoyaki. It is a tourist meme.
It's takoyaki you can get anywhere. Honestly, you could probably get
literally
better takoyaki.
Takoyaki is one of the few things where it feels like it's the same regardless of where you go in the world.
Takoyaki is the same.
It is not any different here than it is there. It's a very simple dish, you know. It's just a fucking octopus arm in a ball of dough. Like, it's not that complicated.
Yeah.
You're not missing out if you don't get it.
Unfortunately.
You're probably going to be disappointed if you're not a big takoyaki fan. Because, like, if you aren't absolutely about that, then, like, it's just going to be takoyaki. And you're going to be like, why did I eat that? It's too filling for what it is.
Yeah.
It's very filling. But we indulged in the meme again.
This place was popping off. Like, super busy. These guys were going ham on the takoyaki. Yeah. And you could sit inside and, like, it smells so smoky and like it's so hot up there that you're just like, oh god, I died. That's you.
I passed the gym test.
It's you and the guy.
Oh, the Glico man.
Glico man.
Yeah, there's the guy again.
That's you.
That's me? Yeah.
I believe this time the Don Quixote Ferris wheel was out of order.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
This is, so in Dotonbori there's a huge Don Quixote with a huge Ferris wheel along the outside of it, and we went on it the last time that we were there. But even then it was like rickety and a little scary. So this time it was completely out of order and it wasn't moving at all. So clearly it had been on its last legs. Rest in peace. Don Quixote Ferris wheel. Ooh, we got these, what are they? They're not ohagi, are they?
So what?
The
dango.
Dango,
Those are
you.
fucking
My brain was
so
like,
good.
These dango,
I love
these
those
little,
dango.
like, roasted dango.
That was like a much better find in Dotonbori, where the fucking soy glazed dangos.
So
they were crazy.
Good.
I loved them.
Yeah, the soy glazed dangos. They go hard. They go super hard.
That shit went so fucking
hard.
hard.
So much better than takoyaki, honestly.
Yeah, it's like this is way more impressive to me.
A baller, so good.
Yummy.
Okay.
I want to go back. Ah!
Then we decided we still wanted to kind of meander around. So we went to this place that just does gyoza, and across the way there was this little bar. I couldn't quite determine what the deal with it was, but I thought the signboard was pretty funny.
Oh my god, guys. We went into this fucking gyoza place. It was kind of hysterical. Because, like, we're literally just walking down a random street looking for somewhere to eat. Find this random gyoza place. There's like a line of people outside. We're like, okay, it must be
good. There's a line.
Must be good. There's a line. You know, people are checking it out. It must be known by someone because it was like on a random. Like this wasn't a main Dotonbori street where there's tons of people.
The main road.
We were pretty out there, so it was like, okay, this is a little out there, and there's a line, so maybe it's good. We get in there. Every single person in there is a white person.
Wall to wall white people.
Wall to wall white people.
Wall to wall native English speakers.
Native English speaking. Like, you go in there and you're not in Japan anymore. Like,
You're basically back home.
You're hearing everyone speak English. There's English music playing on the radio. You're just like, what the fuck? It was interesting. Which
they
there's
weren't
certain
playing English music.
Were
they
they?
were playing like old school anime music.
Oh yeah,
Which
and
was
you
a
don't hear
vibe.
that around everywhere either.
They were playing classic anime jams, and I did appreciate that.
Yeah.
But wall to wall white people, all English.
It was interesting. So we're like, clearly this has like some sort of international renown, and it's kind of like a tourist thing because
big
only tourists
tourist
are in here, you know. But I don't know what the deal was with it. But it was amazing. It was really good gyoza.
It was good gyoza, for sure.
I got like a whole bunch of shit. And I got the karaage and shit. Karaage is just so fucking good.
Any karaage.
The goddamn fried chicken in Japan is just
so
ridiculous. I don't understand why or how we can't get it here.
It's because their chickens are literally better.
God.
It's literally just the fact that they can raise better products because
they just
it's
make
a smaller
masterful
country
products.
with stricter rules. Whereas in America, it's just like, fuck it, feed them whatever, who cares? Feed them poison,
and
feed
they
them
like
microplastics, who
breed
gives
their
a
shit so perfectly.
Yeah, like the grapes.
Yeah, the grapes.
The Japanese grapes.
Which we have in a bit here. But
Ooh.
God, the chicken is so good, and the fucking gyozas were bomb as fuck.
It's so good.
I got a shitload of gyoza. And it was a good time with all of the other with our people,
with all
the white
other
folk.
white folk. Listening to their classic anime
And it's like, it just makes you feel tacky, you know, where you're just like, oh, I went to the place that all the white people like, of course. And I just happened to want to go there. Like, we didn't even know this place was a thing. And we go in there and it's all white people. So I was like, oh, okay.
You know, that's all we wanted.
Yep. Not even Chinese tourists or
Nothing.
tourists from other places that we've met and other things. Nope, it's all white people.
Had these weird little guys out in front of the hotel on the way back. They were cool.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
neat.
what their deal was. Attack on Titan ass looking bitches.
Some weird little dudes.
So some weird little dudes.
Some little guys.
There's a little guy in the window. I just thought he was cool.
Ooh.
This little demon guy.
His name's Booger.
Booger. Yeah, he looks like a booger.
Mm.
So here's the little like Koreatown shop aisles that you pass through to get back to our Airbnb.
Are you sure? Or is that somewhere else? Because that looks like it's got a higher ceiling than
It
what I
does.
remember.
This was one of the taller ones, but
Okay.
it was us coming out of the
the train station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were different sized alleyways there.
Yeah, some were a lot more cramped than this. This was a bigger one.
Yeah.
But I didn't really want to stop and take pictures in the cramped ones because people were moving by and I didn't want to like get in the way more than I was.
I'm sure I have pictures on my phone, but we only have so much time to go through these.
Here's
Can't combine all of them. Cryptid pictures. Oh man, is this where we ran into the group of fucking b-boys, fucking dancing
Nate and
boys?
Michelle were with us that night.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's probably the next night.
That was the next night. Yeah, because this was just us ending the day. Yeah. And then the next day, we
went and got more coffee.
Went to Kyoto. This was a Kyoto day with just
Kyoto
Nate.
Day.
So Michelle was feeling pretty tuckered out, but Nate wanted to still go to Kyoto that day because that had been our plan.
Yeah.
So me, Vic, and Nate went to Kyoto while Michelle stayed home and chilled.
And we went pretty late in the day. So this was us getting coffee by ourselves, I think, in the morning.
No.
Didn't we go out in Osaka and get coffee in Osaka by ourselves?
No.
At the first half of the day?
I don't think so.
I think we did. Anyways, continue.
Well, I didn't take a picture of it, so I don't think that happened. But maybe it did. I don't know. Anyway, because this was Karasu, which is one of the coffee stands I'd really wanted to go to, and it was just outside of the train station at Kyoto.
Okay.
And this was
a
matcha latte with espresso in it.
We just went a little later in the day.
It was just, we slept in. That's all. And then we had a big commute from Osaka to Kyoto.
I feel like me and you got up and we got breakfast or something.
Maybe we probably went to the Family Mart.
Yeah, we probably just got out of the Family Mart.
Yeah, I think we just went to the Family Mart.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we went, and this matcha latte with espresso.
Look at this chonky boy, man.
He big.
That chonky
Pokemon
big. Right there. That's a thick ass boy.
That's a thick ass boy.
What a fucking great Pokemon.
But would not have thought that matcha and coffee would go well together. This was amazing. This is delicious. Highly recommended if you ever get the chance. It is like one of the specialties of Karasu. At least that's what they say.
Yeah.
But they made the shit out of this, and it was super good. But this was a tiny little place, of course, so we had to like stand and like consume our coffee and our little snack. But it was really good. Yeah, there you go, Karasu. And we kind of wandered around near the train station before we headed back because we were heading to Fushimi Inari.
Fushimi Inari Part 2! So we did go to Fushimi Inari the first time we were in Japan, which you guys don't know because we didn't ever release the video.
Hell yeah, dog.
But this is our return to Fushimi Inari Part 2, which was worth it. It was worth going back to because last time we went at nighttime basically because we had dicked around in Kyoto all day and we got there as the sun was setting, so we didn't get to engage in like the food stand stuff around Fushimi Inari, and we didn't get to go to the top of the mountain, which we will do today.
Though Night Fushimi Inari was great, and I do recommend it. If
it was
you ever
absolutely
have the
amazing.
chance.
It was fucking legendary.
Super cool,
super beautiful.
super fun. Very spooky.
You just can't really make it to the peak.
Yeah, well you could, but it's gonna be real dark.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in the dark a lot.
And you're not gonna see anything when you get
Yeah, well there's no view at the top anyway.
Yeah,
so
there's
I
no
guess what
view
does it
anyways.
matter, right? But so yeah, we went to Fushimi Inari. And so we get there, and we're immediately like, okay, we're hungry. We need to hit up these food stalls ASAP. So they were grilling some fucking Wagyu. At least they say it's Wagyu. Who knows? And then this guy was making meat-wrapped rice balls.
Ooh.
But I took a picture of him because I saw him, and I was like, this man is the Japanese version of my dad.
Oh my god.
He feels like my dad. The aura I get just reminded me of my dad so much that I had to take a picture of him.
Nice. Oh my god, all this food was fantastic though.
Oh, the fucking meat wrapped rice balls, so
banging
good.
ass fucking little vendor
Fucking
food.
baller, and they all had different flavorings and stuff. So, for that picture.
Yeah,
So silly.
The boys.
Why is he like, yeah, me and this 10-year-old, let's fucking
I don't know, man. This game is so weird.
Not what I would have expected from a guy who looks like this. But, pop off. Yeah, so we were picking up all sorts of snacks, and Nate had one particular snack he wanted to get because he had seen it in Eurocamp.
Yeah.
This big-ass motherfucking rice cracker!
The giant rice cracker.
This is like...
This is ridiculous.
He looks like the Nara deer eating a little cracker out of your hand,
Yeah.
you know?
It's actually just a normal sized cracker, and Nate became very
Nate's
tiny.
very small.
He was cursed by an old Japanese woman and became very small.
This is one of my all-time favorite
Oh
things.
my god, you know what it reminds me of? What is it? Oh, whoa, Taurus came rushing back.
Yeah?
It's like, I think it's like a Tom and Jerry Christmas special, but it's like the mouse, he's got a real big cracker, and he's eating the cracker, and then he's like taking parts of the cracker and dipping it in milk.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Boof, brain blast. It's like one of those cartoon aesthetic things where it's like the visual ASMR of it just like,
It's like
digs
how
into
you
your
wanna
consciousness.
eat the leaf in Land Before Time, even though you know it would be
Yeah,
a leaf.
and like when Jack Skellington is making the stuff out of the Christmas ornaments, and then the one guy Sally's making the potion with the worm's wart. And
you
you're
wanted
like,
to eat that?
ooh, ASMR. Well, it's just like the aesthetic of the pouring and the the stuff. It's just like ooh.
Yeah. Y'all know.
Worm's wart.
Worm's wart.
Anywho.
So, yeah, this is, like, one of my favorite things that's ever happened, because I love the aesthetic of this horrendously huge cracker.
It's horrific.
It's just
I don't like that
ungodly.
thing at all. I don't like the cracker.
It's
way too big.
It doesn't taste particularly amazing either. Like, it does have some stuff in it.
It's
There's,
literally
like,
just a meme.
spring onions and whatnot, but, like, most of it is just unflavored cracker.
It's just a giant fucking meme.
But it's
an
so
incomprehensibly
fucking
enormous cracker.
funny.
And Nate ate like that whole thing, didn't he?
So, Nate ate a part of it, and he shared part of it with us, but then there was still a big piece of it left, so he put it in his backpack. And we carried it around for the rest of the day and, like, snacked on it, which was fun. There was also a, like, ritual of some sort going on at the shrine that day, because it was the day, like, a couple days after the, culture day or whatever, like Japan Culture Day.
Yeah.
So there was, like, this big fire cleansing festival going on at the shrine.
Oh, yeah.
So they were burning, like, some sort of, there's, like, some little, like, totem offering thing that people can buy and like write something on. I don't know if it's like worries or things they want to get rid of or what it is, but you can write it on these totems and then they burn them in these big pyres.
It was pretty sick.
It was really cool. And of course, you know, they've got the full garb on and they're doing the little rituals.
And people had like pamphlets where they were like doing the chants and stuff.
Yeah, they were doing the Buddhist chants. It was quite cool. So clearly everyone and their brother was there trying to get a picture of the ritual. Because it was dope. I mean, you know, fucking sick. Big ass, this is a fucking powerful fire, too. Like,
oh, yeah.
Fire
big
not
fucking
playing
ragers.
Around.
Crazy huge fire.
They were fucking crazy. Like, you can see, like, that's a
They were broadcasting that
fire.
shit on TV, too. Like, their TV cameras and announcers and stuff. Yeah, it was a big deal.
That's... Okay, that makes sense. Oh, this was a... I guess I decided to take a little video of Nate
walking through the gates. Ooh,
I don't really know why, but
Fushimi.
yeah, that's... We were walking through all them big gates.
Fushimi
Yugi. As usual, lots of people, but not as crowded as when we went the previous time.
Not nearly as crowded.
It was like wall-to-wall people in these little shrines.
I felt a little bad because I had hyped it up. Because I was trying to prepare those guys for like how fucking crowded it could be and that it might be kind of disappointing, which we did experience at the Golden Pavilion. Yeah. But Fushimi Inari actually turned out pretty good, so I was happy about that.
It was you touching all the poles.
Yeah, the poles.
But yeah, we actually had stretches of the shrine where it was just us.
Yeah.
There were no other people. It was amazing.
It's shocking. That's like the main little area too, like where you're supposed to take all the good pictures. So
yeah, I couldn't believe it.
It was very surprising that there was no one actively there at every given second.
Yeah, it was
where the last
baller.
time we were just ruined.
But there was a little shrine there with the placards. I was trying to take a cool picture. You can buy these little miniature torii gates at various parts of the shrine for different monetary amounts, of course. So you can get a little teensy tiny one for cheap, or you can go all the way up to like literally a full-sized gate, depending on how much you want to spend. And then they'll either, if it's a smaller one, you can place it anywhere on the shrine grounds that you want to. Like, you can just put it wherever, which is kind of cool. I mean, that's a cool thing. Or you can take it home. You can do both. I just thought that was a neat gimmick for the shrine, and it's like, I bet they make a lot of money doing that.
Oh, yeah.
I bet they're fucking loaded.
Yeah. They get in that paper so that they can maintain dragging bottles of shit up the shrine for vending machines.
Oh, and this was the heavy rock that you pick up and you give him a little kiss.
You give a little rock a kiss.
You pick him up, you give him a kiss.
He needs a little kiss. He's just a special guy.
Oh, yeah. This one was cool because it says clean shrimp guides me. I don't know why. I don't know what it means.
Guides me.
It's got these cool little demon eyes and then clean shrimp guides me.
He just wants that clean shrimp.
He just wants that clean shrimp. Honestly, that would be a sick thing to put on a shirt.
Clean shrimp guides me. You are the shirt master. I trust you.
Fucking clean shrimp guides me, and then it's like this little like the face that he drew on there. Baller.
Clean shrimp.
Clean shrimp guides me. That'd be a good tattoo.
This guy's not gonna be this fletchling.
But yeah, of course, all sorts of cool little shrines along the way. Little doggy guys and the candles, and you can leave offerings. It's sick. These guys were doing some sort of construction.
Yeah.
And of course, try to take a bunch of pictures of spiders. He is there.
Yeah, there's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of spiders at Fushimi Inari Shrine. It's fucking sick. I love them.
There he is.
They're special boys. They're big and scary.
He is quite large.
They're all like orb weaver spiders.
Oh, they're so cool.
They're beautiful.
I love them.
And there's tons of them. And cats.
And lots of cats.
Lots of spiders and cats.
So we made the hike up the mountain. So here's about halfway. You can kind of look over and see a lot of Kyoto over there. But there's more to go. And man, making it up the mountain was super cool. There was all sorts of neat little stops. Lots of very mystical feeling places. Oh yes, bathroom toilet.
Bathroom toilet. Oh no.
Bathroom toilet. Yes.
Bathroom toilet.
Oh, so fun thing about the bathrooms here, there's no toilet paper.
Oh.
They don't have toilet paper here. So if you go to Fushimi Inari, and you plan on using the bathroom on the path up the mountain,
Nice.
be aware.
Don't take a shit.
No toilet paper.
Mm.
And if you're a girl, no toilet paper. Just letting you know.
Yep.
Yeah. There was a really nice
It's a hard
lady
life.
who saw me go into the bathroom as she was coming out, and she offered me toilet paper. And
Nice.
that's how I learned there was no toilet paper.
She gave you toilet paper.
I was like, oh, wow. Thank you.
It's like, white girl doesn't know that.
White woman does not know. No toilet paper.
Yes.
And I did not know. No toilet paper.
Mm.
It's a little
Shop it.
cool little waterfall back behind here.
Oh,
like a little
yeah.
tiny stream waterfall.
Lots
not
of
like
neat
a
little
big
things at
waterfall.
Fushimi Inari.
But this place was super dope. All these little tories sitting around. This place was super mystical and cool. I liked this a lot. Victor was in my way.
I wonder how I evolved my scyther into a cleaver.
Cleaver.
I hardly know her.
Lots of Tory over here, which were cool. Look at this little guy in his hat. Look at his little hat.
It's a nice little hat.
I love that. I love that for him. Ah, yes. Lots of cool stickers that I thought were neat.
Stickers.
And then we got ice cream on the way back down.
Ice cream.
This
This is the... I can't remember.
Wasn't it
Probably.
soybean ice cream?
Something like that.
It was really good.
Was it vanilla bean or soybean?
It was soy,
Some
I
kind
think.
of bean.
It was not a normal flavor.
Yeah.
It was a special flavor.
It's probably soybean or something.
And so we had made it to the top. Spoiler alert, there really isn't a view or anything at the top. It's just another like little shrine that you can go up to and pray at. I didn't really take any pictures of it because I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Seems
we made it to the top.
it's about the journey, not the destination.
And you have
know?
to take my word for it. So we got the ice cream on the way back down. And then here's us going back down. It's Victor. Oh, look at that. That's a nice picture.
I can barely tell that's even me.
That's you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you like me.
Oh, cat. You saw his cat on the way down? He was
Meow.
posing. He was real cute.
Good
Aw,
cat.
look at him.
Oh, yeah. I took lots of pictures
Look
of
at his
that cat
little
on my
face.
camera.
He's happy.
Yeah, there's some good cats. I chased around a few
He's
cats.
doing a big scratch.
That's a big scratch right there.
Wow.
That's a stretching cat.
Damn, I'm telling you, I want to fucking be a cat at Fushimi Inari Shrine.
That
in
would
my
be the
next
life. Yeah.
It would be a fucking baller life.
Wonderful.
I'm just having a little drink. And Victor taking a picture of the cat.
Yeah, I'm taking pictures of the cats. I like the cats on the shrine. They're special little guys.
And it's just thought the light was coming through the trees in a
Yeah.
nice way here.
Yeah, I took a picture of that too.
Here's another cat.
Cat. It's a good cat.
And then just meandering around. And then we saw this guy.
Yeah,
hanging
the
out
one-eye cat.
right on top of this rock here. This
Or he
little
had like
shrine.
a fucked up glassy eye.
You'll see, don't worry. So we tried to sneak up on him to get like a candid photo of him. But he's a cat, so obviously, hard to do. He moved around to the back here, and the sun actually ended up hitting him in like a really nice way, and he happened to turn and look like just at the right time. And you can see he's got like the glaucoma on one of his eyes, and he's got the chipped ear, and he just looks so cool.
Yeah, it's a badass
He's a
cat.
badass little guy. Like, dang, what a photogenic, handsome little guy. You know?
The nice
You
cat.
don't always see a cat that photogenic.
The nice fucking cat
It's a
right
nice
there.
Cat right there. Yeah, that's a good boy.
Oi, that's a nice fucking cat.
But the sun was starting to set, so we were making our way down, and then we
Making
saw
our
that
way downtown.
they were preparing like the main stage area for some sort of event
Yeah.
that was happening that night, which piqued our curiosity. So we heard that it wasn't starting until a little later, so we went and grabbed some dinner.
Where did we get dinner that night?
We went to that little food court.
Oh,
and we
yeah,
got some
yeah,
like
yeah. It's like a just
somen
generic
or
little food
something.
court. Yeah.
Udon. No, he got udon.
Yeah.
And I got something that I really enjoyed, but I don't
I think we
remember
get
what
something
it
really
was.
small.
Yeah, it was just like
Wasn't it like a
little snack.
cup of noodles or something?
Maybe you got that. I didn't.
Don't remember.
I got something else. I don't even remember what it was, to be honest.
You have a
with
picture of it?
No,
Okay.
I do not.
Oh yeah, that's all the cranes. That was nice. All the cranes.
Yeah. And then we came back and we watched this ritual, which was literally like an hour and a half of a guy waving
Yeah.
a a twig in front of the fire.
Unfortunately, it was not
And
worth
then
staying for.
someone would play the flute for a little bit, and then he would wave the twig a little more, and then someone would play like some sort of stringed instrument, and then they'd wave the twig a little more, and then someone was, I swear to God, it sounded like a fucking kazoo.
It was definitely a kazoo. And like this wasn't just like someone playing the flute in the kazoo. It was like someone very poorly playing the flute in the kazoo.
They were
It
not
sounded terrible.
very good.
And then they played the little string thing, and all they do is go. "Diddle-oo, diddle-oo, diddle-oo." And this went on for like an hour and a half while we were watching it. And we're like, I don't think anything's gonna happen.
I
think this is like a
them
ceremony for them.
to like burn something.
This is
or-
like
no.
some ancient Japanese shit that you're not really like. It's not supposed to be entertaining for anyone. It has like some sort of
It's
significance
just
to them.
some sort
so
of ritual with a meaning for like their religion or Shinto or what. I
we
don't know.
definitely spent
But,
way too long trying to get to a interesting thing
It's
there,
just,
but
like, you think something's gonna happen,
Yeah.
so you stick around, and nothing
nope,
happened.
nothing happened.
But
We're
it was
like,
still
all right.
a very interesting thing to see.
It was certainly interesting. It is memorable because we spent so much time
We stood
repeating
there.
the same thing over and over again.
for like an hour and a half.
Diddle-oo. The fucking kazoo was just like unhinged.
It was pretty iconic, pretty bad. And then we made our way home after that, and I got some protein bars from the Family Mart because I felt like I was protein deficient.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of protein heavy dishes that we were consuming.
I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I got some kind of ice cream every single night from like a Family Mart or something while we were there.
You did.
Every single night I got some kind of ice cream. And it was great. And I felt good. And it was a genius idea. No regrets. I'm chunky now.
Ice
but
cream every day. I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
So-
You want to pause it and we'll take a little break?
Sure, I really have to.
Okay.
I gotta go.
We are going to take a little break,
So-
so we'll see you next time on Vic and Hope Don't Stand. Next time, more
Bye.
Japan. See ya.
Bye.